Artistic discipline refers to a specific branch or field within the arts that involve a particular set of skills, techniques, and form of expression. These disciplines are categorized of artistic practices that artists specialize in to convey their creativity and communicate ideas, emotion, or cultural values. So we have main types of artistic discipline. First, visual arts include painting, drawing, sculpture, and photography, and printmaking. Next, performing arts includes dance, music, theater, and performance arts. Literary arts involve writing and storytelling such as poetry, fiction, essay, and drama. Media combine technology with artistic expression like film, animation, and graphic design, and digital arts. And then last, applied arts. Arts applied to functional objects such as fashion design, industrial design, and interior design blends creativity with the practically. Artistic disciplines help organize and define the vast world of art. They guide education, training, and creative practice while helping audiences understand and appreciate different forms of art. So now let's proceed to performing arts. In the context of contemporary Philippine arts from the region encompasses music, theater, and dance, all expressing the diverse cultural heritage and creativity of the Philippines. These arts are characterized by their live presentation, use of the body and voice, interaction with an audience, often drawing on local tradition and historical context. So, pi- contempor- in contemporary arts, the performing arts is a dynamic and evolving field that blends traditional Filipino cultural practices with modern techniques to address social, political, and personal issues. Rooted in the country, history of colonization, indigenous rituals, and folk tradition. Contemporary performance art often use body as a medium to explore themes such as identity, colonial trauma, migration, gender, and social justice. In recent years, performance arts in the Philippines has become an important tool for political protest and social commentary, with artists using public space to challenge political corruption, human rights and violation, and social inequalities. The body plays a central role, with the artists pushing physical and emotional boundaries to engage with their audience on a deeper level. In social media and digital platforms have also influenced the way perform art is created and consumed, allowing artists to reach a global audience while experimenting with the new forms community-based and collaborative performance, and also emerging and emphasizing collective creation solidarity. Additionally, feminists and LGBTQ+ artists artists are reshaping performance art by addressing issues related to gender and sexuality, often using their artwork as activism. For example, in performing arts, one notable example of contemporary Filipino performance art is Moana Alocadia works, which often address theme or identity, colonial history, and culture erasure. In her performance, Alucia used her own body as a medium, often engaging in acts of physical endurance and ritualistic action that connect with the Filipino experience of displacement and struggle. In her piece, Balikbayan, Claudia explores the impact of migration in the Filipino diaspora. The performance involved her repeated packing and unpacking her belongings, symbolizing the emotional and physical toll of migration. This act, through seemingly simple, powerful, conveys the critical nature of separation, lagging, and return the many Filipinos face when the living abroad. Through such work, Alushada performs merge personal, cultural, and historical narratives, using the body as a tool to reflect on the both individual, collective, Filipino, and experience. So, and her arts stand as a testament to how perform can serve as an intimate yet public space for dialogue on complex social issue. Next, conceptual arts. A conceptual arts, a movement that emphasizes idea over physical object, remains relevant in contemporary art by continuing to challenge traditional notion of art the artist's practice. So it encouraged the viewers to consider the underlying concept, process, and context of an artwork, rather than the focusing solely on each visual or material aspect. In this approach has influenced the various contemporary art forms, including performance, installation, and digital art. So, in conceptual art, is an art that movement where the idea or concept that behind the artwork is more than important than the finished visual object. In this form of art, the artist's intent and the message they wish to communicate are of the front or rather than the traditional emphasis or aesthetic beauty or craftsmanship. So, in conceptual art, often challenge the definition of art itself, questioning what constitutes a piece of art and its role in a society. For example, one of the most famous examples of conceptual art is Sol Lewis wall drawing. In this work, Lewis created instruction for others to execute the artwork, so shifting the focus from the artist's personal hand in creation to conceptualization of the work. In his instruction detailed how lines, shape, and color should be arranged, allowing the idea to take precedence over the physical act of creation. In this way, the concept, the plan, and the idea is the artwork and the resulting piece, through visual compelling and just manipulation of the original concept. How about the textile art? So, textile arts encompasses a wide range of artistic practices that utilize textile and fiber as their primary medium, often pushing the boundaries of traditional craft and design. These artists frequently challenge conventional notions of what constitutes art, incorporating diverse materials, techniques, and concepts to create unique, engaging work. So I have two pictures here. Is one of the example is the weaving. So in textile art, have evolved into powerful forms expression blending traditional craftsmanship with the modern concern. Filipino artists use textile not only to preserve reinterpret cultural heritage but also address issues such as identity, social history, political activism, and globalization. The use of weaving, embroidery, and fabric manipulation in contemporary works often reflects the merging the local tradition with the contemporary global influence. So dyan, sa picture nakita natin, merong weaving or embroidery na ginagawa using fabric. So, example, Mark Salvatus' work is a prime example of textile art in contemporary Philippine art. His piece, Weaving the Line, incorporates traditional Filipino weaving techniques into modern art, blending the patterns that symbolize social connection and local identity. So, Sabatos uses this method to explore the themes of urban life, migration, cultural continuity, creating a dialogue between the past and the present in a world increasingly influenced by globalization. Salvatore's work show how textile art in the Philippines today is not only about preserving traditional techniques, but also about making bold statements or contemporary social issues. We have the other form in so the artistic discipline involves of the visual art as well as arts of other type. Philippine art encompasses wide range of forms, including the traditional and contemporary style. So, traditional arts feature weaving, pottery, carving, and various folk performing art. In contemporary art includes painting, sculpture, architecture, film, music, and dance. The Philippines also boasts unique literary forms like epic and poetry and prose. So, artistic discipline has expanded far beyond the traditional boundary of mastery over technique or medium. So, while older artistic discipline were often rooted in the mastery of a particular craft, be it painting, sculpture, or classical music. Today, artistic landscape is defined on a strained approach that encourages cross-disciplinary experimentation, collaboration, and conceptual depth. So, artistic discipline is contemporary art is no longer just about the skills but about the relentless commitment to pushing boundary, conceptual rigor, and the profound engagement with the world around us. So we have other forms of art and in the contemporary. So Philippine art diverse art forms such as music, dance, drama, folk art, creative writing, architecture, industrial design, costume, fashion design, motion and picture, and radio all play a crucial role in expressing Filipino identity. So, addressing social issue and responding to the globalized world, these art forms have evolved while maintaining ties to the uh, Philippines' rich cultural history, blending traditional elements with the modern sensibility. Here how each, Here's how each of these art forms manifests in the contemporary Philippine art scenes. So we have here the other form of art. First is the music, instrumental vocal encompasses both and instrumental forms, drawing from indigenous traditions, Spanish and American influence, and modern global trends. While vocal music, often incorporating storytelling and cultural narrative, remains the prominent, instrumental music has also evolved, blending traditional elements with the contemporary style. So, music in contemporary Filipino music blend traditional Filipino sounds like kundiman and harana with the global influence such as hip hop, indie, electronic, and pop. Artists today use music as tool for addressing social issue, political change, and identity. So, pagdating sa musika, ang Pilipino ay nagiging malikha. So, I have example of music here. Did you know the Ben and Ben? This folk pop band is one of the leading force in contemporary Filipino music, blending traditional Filipino themes of love, identity, resilience, and with a modern indie folk song. So now, meron na tayong mga P-pop and then yung mga dati nating artists na magaling sa kanta, magaling gumawa. So nakikilala na unti-unti yung Pilipino pagdating sa musika. Next, dance. In the Philippines is a variant art form that blends the traditional Filipino dance elements with a modern style like ballet and hip hop. It often incorporates themes from the Philippine folklore and influenced by the country, history, and culture. So, in contemporary, dance in the Philippines is known for its cultural appreciation, artistic expression, and contribution to social economic. So, yun nga, uh, in contemporary, dance in the Philippines uses traditional Philippine folk dance with the modern dance technique. Modern dance perform often incorporate hip-hop, contemporary ballet, and performance art, reflecting the dynamic nature of Filipino identity. For example, ang pag-uusig, The Trial by Rudy Vera, a contemporary Filipino play that uses social realism to address human rights issue and political persecution, exploring the struggle of man and under totalitarian regime. So, in the modern era, and then until now, yung mga Pilipino din, nire-represent nila yung dance by reflecting the mga scenes or yung mga sinasamba nila. Like, for example, dito sa Bulacan, nagkakaroon tayo ng Singkaban Festival. Then, sa ibang lugar naman, merong Sinulog Festival. Doon, mas nakikilala ang Pilipinas pagdating sa pagsayaw, kung saan pinapakita yung mga symbolize or nagsisimbolo ng bawat lugar. Next, how about the drama? Drama is a vibrant and diverse art form that reflects the nation-rich history involving social landscape. It encompasses a wide range of theatrical style, from traditional form influenced by indigenous rituals and Spanish colonization to modern expression exploring social issue and contemporary realities. So, drama is a form of literature or performing art that tells a story through dialogue and action, usually performed by actors on a stage, on television, or in film, and often explore the real-life situation, emotion, and conflicts, aiming to entertain, inform, or provoke through in the audience. So, dialogue, the story is primarily told through conversation between the characters. Complex, central to most drama, it drives the plot and character development. Characters deeply develop the personality who undergo the change or face challenges. Then the settings, usually the specific, realistic, and helping ground the story in the believable world. In performance, intended to be acted out rather than just read. For we have the types of drama: the tragedy, comedy, melodrama, and historical drama, modern and contemporary drama. So I have here the examples of Filipino drama na ang title is Walang Sugat by Severino Reyes. This drama is types of zarzuela that tackles love, sacrifice, and patriotism during the Philippine Revolution against the Spain. So, in pre-colonial time, meron din early forms that drama were ritual performed during religious or community events. Spanish introduced the hierarchical form. Ayun nga, sinabi ko kanina, is zarzuela, a musical drama or operata that combines song, dance, and dialogue. Then the lastly, for my example, is the Cenaculo. So, ito ay dramatization of the life and passion of Jesus Christ, usually performed during the Holy Week. Next, folk art refers to traditional arts form created by local community, often utilizing local materials and technique passed down through generation. So, in this art form are both functional and decorative, reflecting the cultural identity and heritage of specific regions. In the contemporary expression of folk art involved adapting traditional design and techniques into modern fashion, accessories, and home decor items. So, folk art in the Philippines is often preserved through handicrafts, weaving, and pottery, but contemporary Filipino folk artists are innovating by merging traditional forms with a modern aesthetic and political commentary. For example, the Marta Atienza. So, a contemporary artist who used traditional Filipino weaving techniques and crafts explored the themes or migration, home, and the Filipino diaspora, highlighting the link between the global and the local. Next, creative writing. That it is original writing that express idea through an imaginative way. Some academics will also define it as the art of making things up, but both of these definitions are too simplistic in the grand scheme of things. So I have features here. We have the Noli Me Tangere, and then the El Historismo, then yung poetry ni Edith El Tiempo. So, Creative writing and contemporary Filipino writers engage with themes such as identity, history, migration, and political turmoil. Family, the Philippines has strong tradition of poetry, fiction, and nonfiction, with the many writers exploring both personal and social issue. So I have examples here. Kay Carlos Bulosan, America is the Heart, through the writer in the 1940. Bulosan's seminal work continues to influence contemporary Filipino writers and exploring themes or immigration identity and the Filipino-American experience. So next, architecture allied fields in the Philippines are contemporary arts. Architecture allied fields include the interior design, landscape architecture, and urban design. These disciplines work together with the architecture to create a holistic and well-designed environment. The National Committee on Architecture and Allied Arts within the National Commission for Culture and the Arts specifically focuses on this area in their role and cultural development. So, contemporary Filipino architecture focus sustainability urban design, the integration of Filipino cultural heritage with the modern trends. Architects often design with a focus on community, environmental responsibility, and the needs and of the marginalized. So I have the examples here. Leandro B. Locsin, Cultural Center of the Philippines. This iconic modernist building combines the Filipino design principle with the global architecture trends. So emphasizing the country cultural identity while engaging with global architectural movements. So last time we'll discuss the parts of uh, seven majors of contemporary in the previous lesson. So, doon pinakita yung example ng architecture allied fields. So, doon din na-discuss din natin kung ano yung mga example na pwedeng pasok doon sa architecture. So, in architecture and allied fields, we have three examples here. We have pictures. This one is the part of contemporary architecture in the Philippines. So, industrial design. So, sabi dito, industrial design focus on creating functional and aesthetically pleasing product, often bleeding traditional Filipino. So, in industrial design daw, Philippines is used to address functional needs by reflecting the countries and the product that blend traditional craftsmanship with the contemporary aesthetic using materials like uh, rattan, bamboo, and abaca to create innovative sustainability design. So, gumamit daw si Kenneth ng mga rattan o bamboo sa paggawa ng isang design or isang product kung saan mas nakikilala. Ang rattan abaca ginagamit natin lalo na sa pag-create ah, ng iba't ibang design katulad sa picture frames, bags, yan. Yun yung mga example ng industrial design. Next, how about the costume? So, the national costume of the Philippines is the Barot Saya. It's an elegant hybrid of Filipino, Spanish clothing style. The term itself comes from the Tagalog words baro at saya, or blouse and skirt, is still the basic component of the ensemble. So, costume design is contemporary Philippine theater and film often explore Filipino identity, history, and culture through modern and traditional dress. Costume designer also explore the gender, power, and social class through their design. So, yan makikita niyo sa picture na yung lalaki ay nakabarong, then naka-black pants, then sa girls is nakasaya, which is the blouse and skirt. And then now, may tinatawag na rin tayo ng mga Pilipiniana at iba't iba pang costume design kung saan ginagamit natin sa mga historical events or anything event na pwede nating suotin ito. So, sabi dito, example is Leo Baledor, known for his work of Filipino theater. Baledor designed costumes that reflect traditional Filipino aesthetic as seen in his production like Noli Me Tangere, where he reimagined historical attire with a modern twist. So, dati daw, yung sa mga, for example, kung nanood kayo ng Maria Clara at Ibarra, doon makikita niyo yung mga costume na gamit nila. Nakabarong at saya sila. So, dati, nung panahon ng Spanish period, or nung that, mga sinaunang taon, ang mga kasuotan ay ganon. Hindi katulad ngayon sa atin na meron na tayong skirt. How about the fashion design? So, a dynamic blend of traditional elements and modern influence showcase a diverse range of style that reflect both the country rich cultural heritage and its engagement with the global trends. So, fashion design in contemporary Philippines is a variant involving art from the blends traditional Filipino culture with the modern aesthetic, technology, and global trend. It is not just about clothing and creative expression or identity, heritage, innovation, and social commentary. So, we have the characteristic of contemporary Filipino fashion design. First is the fusion of traditional and modern. Designer often integrate indigenous textiles and traditional craftsmanship like weaving, embroidery, or beading into modern suit hose. Example, use of pinya, juicy, abel, iloco, or tinalak fabrics in evening gowns, jacket, or casual wear. So we have the cultural preservation. Fashion is used to preserve and promote the rich diversity of Filipino culture, especially among the indigenous groups. Designer so Designer collaborate with the local artisan to support communities and sustain ancestral practices. Then we have sustainable ethical fashion. Many designers focus on eco-friendly materials, zero waste technique, and fair trade practices. These movements support both the environment and marginalized workers in the fashion industry. How about the gender fluid and inclusive design? Filipino designer are embracing diversity in the body types, gender expression, and lifestyle, making fashion more exclusive. How about the global recognition? So, Filipino designers are gaining international fame for their creativity and craftsmanship. So, notable names, examples is si Michael Cinco, known for intricate couture design worn by international celebrity, Raho Laurel, Francis Liberan, Joey Samson, Fern One, and Kultura Filipino brand. So, in contemporary fashion events and platforms, we have the Bench Fashion Week, Philippine Fashion Week, Manila Fashion Festival, or online platform like Style Fest PH, where your culture and social media also help showcase Filipino fashion globally. So, for example, fashion innovation, Barang Tagalog with the modern cuts for women and younger audience. Terno revival, updating the iconic butterfly sleeves and with contemporary fabrics and cuts. Streetwear, with the Filipino symbolism language, fashion pieces, and inspired by current issues like climate change, identity, and social justice. So, fashion design in the contemporary is a blend of heritage and innovation. It reflects the Filipino spirit, resilient, artistic, and proud of its roots, while embracing the future. It gets its roots beyond clothing to tell story, to support community, and contribute to national identity. So, dyan, makikita niyo yung sa picture na may iba't ibang kasuotan and then taon. Then, as of now, umiiral pa rin yung ganong fashion sa Pilipinas. How about the motion picture? A film also called a movie. Motion picture or moving picture is a work of visual art used to simulate experience that communicate ideas, story, and perception, feelings, beauty, or atmospheric through the use of moving image. So, the Philippine film industry has grown into a major platform for social commentary artistic expression. Contemporary Filipino films tackle themes such as poverty, family identity, and politics, often blending realism with divergent storytelling. Example, Love Diaz, Ang Babaeng Humayod, The Woman Who Left, a powerful film that combines social realism with artistic narrative techniques to explore the themes of revenge, justice, and society treatment of women. So, meron tayong example yung once yung isang picture o isang painting, example, lalo na pag nagpunta ka ng museum, may isang picture doon or na nakapokus lang sa gitna, pero pag nagpunta sa other side, pakiramdam mo, nakatingin pa rin siya, then ganun din sa kabilang side. How about na yung mga saints or yung mga poon or statue? Di ba example, yung kay Mama Mary, pag tinignan mo siya, parang nakatingin lang siya sa gitna. Pero, pag nagpunta sa kabilang side, makikita mo, nakatingin pa rin siya sa iyo. Ganun din sa kabila. So, yun yung motion pictures. Next, how about the radio? Radio plays an important role in society by providing information, education, and entertainment. It helps set the agenda for public debates, promotes behavioral change, and mobiles society toward the common goals. The first radio station in the Philippines was KZKZ, which began broadcasting in Manila in 1922. It was established by Henry Herman Sr., an American businesswoman who owned the electrical supply and company initially. The station used a 5-watt transmitter and later increased its power to 100 watts in 1924. So, radio in the Philippines is traditionally served as a platform for news entertainment. Contemporary radio has adopted digital platforms and podcasting. It continues to provide a space for discussing Filipino culture, issue, and social activism. Example, Radio Pagtuki, a Filipino podcast that engage with the topics of identity, culture, and Filipino diaspora, providing a platform for discussion on contemporary issue affecting Filipinos globally. So, sa radio, as of now, we have different channel na kung saan binabalita yung mga nangyayari, kung ano yung mga uh, insidente, ano yung sa bagyo, o sa iba pang issue na na-entertain or na nangyayari sa bansa natin. Then patuloy pa rin itong ginagawa. So, ang radio hindi lang pang information o balita regarding sa politics, issues sa kung ano man. Meron din nakakapag-provide na rin to ng music or song or ng novels or story about life, story about horror and anything and so on. So, yun yung radio. That's all for today and I'll be back soon